Hello, everyone. This is Logan589XP here. I don't know why I screwed that up. I don't know what was up with that spacing, but whatever. Point is, we are here today to watch the final Galaxy trailer, and I didn't stream the second trailer, but that was because of the whole situation that went down. I'm not going to redo it. I've said my piece on it at this point. Everyone at this point that cares knows. But because of what happened when around the time that the second trailer direct happened, I didn't stream it. However, I'm streaming this one for two reasons. One, this is the final trailer, but also because, as I made a community post talking about, for the first time in what I swear is like 2019. Maybe there's been one since then that I just don't remember. But as far as I can remember, and I've been here for every single major direct for the last like 11 years, I'm pretty sure we have not had a direct of any kind for anything that has been at 2 p.m. since 2019. So there's finally a 2 p.m. direct. So thank God I don't have to stay up all night for this. Oh, thank God I don't have to stay up till 6 a.m. to see this for once. For once, they're throwing me a bone. It's not for a main direct. It's not even for a partner showcase. But you know what? I will take my 2 p.m. directs, or I could take them, because I've been complaining about it for a while now. I've been meaning to make a YouTube short complaining about the fact that we don't get 2 p.m. directs anymore. And then finally, even if it's not for something important, we're getting a 2 p.m. direct. So I'll take what I can get, and thus we are here. I mean, I probably would have stayed up all night for this one anyway, especially considering that I skipped the last trailer, stream-wise, but hey, now I don't have to put in any effort. Now it's at 2, so I can just stream it, right? Because here's the thing, right? I don't stream or even watch the partner showcases most of the time, but I would do the partner showcases if they were at 2 p.m. But I'm not going to stay up all night for a partner showcase and stream it as a result. Now, I will stay up all night for a main direct or a game-specific direct in a franchise I care about. You know, Smash Directs, Splatoon Directs, even the big February Pokemon presentation like the one we just got recently. But I'm not going to stay up all night for a partner showcase. But if they were at 2 p.m., I'd stream them every single time they happen. I wouldn't do the Indie World. I wouldn't do the Indie Worlds, even if they were at 2 p.m. But I would definitely do the partner showcases if they were at 2 p.m. But they're not. We still haven't had a proper regular direct at 2 p.m. yet since 2019, but at least we have a direct for the first time that's 2 p.m. since 2019. Again, maybe someone can correct me down below or in the chat that, oh, actually, in 2021, there was a Indie World at 2 p.m. or something that I just don't remember. But I know for a fact we have not had a regular direct, whether it's just a regular direct itself or a mini or a partner showcase. We have not had any of those at 2 p.m. since like 2019, as far as I can remember. But anyways, it's going to start any second now, so let's go ahead and full screen this. And expectations, I just hope we get to finally see substantial amount of Galaxy this time. That's been the big holdup for me, is they haven't shown enough Galaxy for my liking, despite the fact that, like, it's called the Galaxy movie. So that's my main thing I'm kind of hoping for. Because the first trailer didn't have that much of it, and the second trailer, which I admittedly only saw like once, barely had any Galaxy in it. I think I might have even had less Galaxy in it than the first trailer, honestly. But hopefully this last trailer delivers. Oh yeah, the Mario Day thing. Well, technically Mario Day isn't until tomorrow, but whatever, close enough. You know, I wonder why didn't they just do this tomorrow, because then they could have had it be on Mario Day straight up, but whatever. Again, I'm not going to complain about a 2 p.m. direct. I'll take my wins where I can get them. But yes, they got Chris and Jack and all the guys.
How about this? We'll do it at the same time.
Why does Chris Pratt look different? Just me? I swear he looks different for some reason. Anyway.
There's a huge universe out there.
Starbits. Have we seen Starbits yet? I don't even know, honestly. We probably have. Oh, there's the UFO from... Oh, that's cool! They're doing the exact same thing as the opening from the first game. The same lasers and everything. That's cool. I didn't think they were gonna do that, to be honest. So that's cool. They're basically doing the opening of the first game. Hey, look, planets. What a concept. There's Bowser Jr.
I demand that you release my father.
Over my dead body.
Fine with me.
Yeah, he has his, like, wonder form or whatever. We've seen that already, of course. That was in the first trailer. So, wait. They get levitated into space, and then they immediately crash back down to Earth? Oh yeah, the eyes. I remember people talking about how the eyes on Bowser Jr. look kind of weird. And yeah, they do look kind of weird still.
Calm down.
Toad, pack our things.
Let's go.
There's the orange Luma. There's Wart. That was in the new poster. There's the casino. There's the casino wheel. Sunshine. There's Mega Leg. Oh, that's cool. Now, granted, I haven't played Wonder yet, still famously, so I can't really speak to what was I gonna say? I lost what I was gonna say. Dang it! It's okay. We're gonna replay the trailer anyway.
Hello, maggots.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
There was a decent amount of stuff, I guess.
It's Mario Day, and every year many people from around the world talk about it.
I mean, we got that opening, the Galaxy 1 opening recreated, sorta. So that's something.
And thanks so much.
And we saw the plant, what's it called? Freeze Flame Galaxy? We saw like Freeze Flame Galaxy, or at least a planet from it.
Things happen one after another without a
That
chance.
was more Galaxy than the last trailer, I will say, at least from what I can remember.
So we hope you go to the theater and spot them all. Since September of last year, we've been undertaking various initiatives for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. This movie will be the centerpiece of the anniversary. We hope you enjoy Mario and Friends' new adventure on the
It'd be nice if you could announce a certain other thing, though.
Okay, I'll hand things back over to the cast members.
They're not gonna announce it until after the movie's out, like they did with Wonder. So I'm not even really annoyed.
I need you to hear this from me directly. This movie is huge. It's galactic. The worlds are way bigger than I ever imagined they could be. And at a certain point,
Whoops.
I honestly thought,
Sorry.
uh-oh, I might be losing.
I'm wondering what the heck is going on here.
The visuals in this film are genuinely spectacular. Beyond the variety of planets, Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush
Did I-
has a whole
did I not
layer of
click the right
imagination
option?
and adventure. And underneath
What the heck is
all
it
the
complaining
villainy,
about?
He's just a kid trying to prove himself.
Hold on a second. There's something's going on with the stream, I think. Not this stream, but like my stream. Something YouTube's complaining about something. In OBS, I want to see what it is exactly.
The voice of Rosalina, Brie Larson. Hi everyone.
Oh wait, never mind. Apparently it's just like, hey, apparently we see that there's video in your stream that belongs to someone else, which is like, yeah, duh. This is a reaction stream. But I've never had it tell me that before. Then again, I know that one of my Mario Movie 1 reaction like videos or whatever was like blocked by Universal. which is a very rare thing. I rarely have copyright issues nowadays.
Now you've met many of the voices bringing our
But Universal, and yes, it was Universal, not Nintendo. Universal was the one, I believe, had it. I could probably, you know, fight it, but it's not really that big a deal.
The imposing ruler of the Honey Hive Galaxy, Honey Queen,
Honey Hive Galaxy, okay, that's new, apparently.
and Yoshi.
That's new. As far as I know, we haven't known that so far. I have not been paying attention to all the little, like, snippets that have come out. But that's the first time hearing of the Honey Hive Galaxy being in the game, and the Queen's gonna be in the game, and she's gonna speak. So that's cool.
That the voice of Yoshi is Donald Glover.
Huh. Okay. I mean, it's Donald Glover. That's a big name. You know, Community, Childish Gambino, all that. So he's gonna speak. I don't know if I like that. I'm not surprised he's speaking, but I wish he wouldn't speak. They should have just kept him Yoshi. You know, treat him like a Pokemon where he just says his name.
For its release, we're preparing various content for the movie in the smart device app Nintendo Today.
This app has not been utilized as much as it really should have.
Open the app. You can
They've done a couple of exclusive announcements through it, but it feels like it's mostly just copy-pasting whatever they announce on Twitter.
cards total. So try collecting
Or maybe they announce it in the app, and then like an hour later they announce it on Twitter, so it's kind of like, yeah.
the Nintendo Today app. You can get digital wallpapers.
I mean, wallpapers, you know, sure, whatever, I guess. They could easily put that on My Nintendo, though.
The movie releases. I hope you'll go to the theater with your family and friends and cheer for Mario's team.
Okay, that was pretty, so it's about what I expected, you know, pretty short. These are always pretty short. Okay, let's go ahead and rewatch this sucker.
Introduce the trailer. How about this?
Alrighty then. So yeah, this bit, we've seen this bit before. Not like this exact shot, I think, but you know, the star bits flying over. We've seen that before. Although I believe actually getting to see the star bits themselves is new. At least I don't think we've seen them. At least not in like a trailer. Maybe we've seen them on like promo art though.
With a lot of galaxies.
Yeah, this is cool. I like that they did this. I wasn't sure if they were going to do this or not. And it's literally a direct recreation. It's the same tri-beam laser setup. It's exactly the same. And it looks really good, of course. Now, it's not taking place at night, so it's not exactly the same in that respect. And I'm sure the music is not going to hit the same as Yokata's score is in the actual game, but that's cool that they're recreating this basically exactly as it was, more or less, in the original game. Now, it's kind of ruined by the fact that later on we see that it doesn't stay in space very long, but at least they do it, right? Like, at least they're doing it. I will give them that. And then, yeah, again, I really don't have much else to say about Bowser Jr. I mean, his voice is obviously different to what we're used to from, like, Sunshine or whatever, but I don't know what else I expected him to sound like, so I don't know. His eyes are definitely the weirdest part, though. It's not, like, the biggest deal ever. But... Now, I can't say I'm thrilled with this decision to, like, have them crash back down to Earth again immediately. Like, I don't really understand the point of that. Well, I know what the point of this is. It's because, so my guess is the movie is gonna basically start with a Star Festival. They might not call it that in the movie, but, like, it sure seems like now that we know they're going to literally do the opening with the lasers and everything, that the movie is probably going to start with like the Star Festival or whatever the equivalent of the Star Festival is in the movie. That's what it's going to start with. And then it's going to basically be the same type of deal, just, the movie version and all that stuff. But but the reason they come, but and then they fight Bowser Jr. for a little bit, and then they go crashing back down to Earth. And I'm guessing the reason they do that is because they have to go to like the Sand Kingdom and all that stuff, which is on Earth. That's not in space. So how else are you gonna be? You can't have them leave Earth immediately when we know there's gonna again. This kind of goes back to the whole thing of like it's called the Galaxy movie, but it's like half Galaxy movie, half like just more other Mario stuff. Like there's Sunshine stuff, there's the casino. It's not the exact same casino as it is in Sunshine, obviously, but it's obviously like based on it. Like obviously like the wheel in the middle is a direct copy of the one that's in the Sunshine fight with King Boo. But like how else are you gonna get to places like that? How else are you gonna get to the Sand Kingdom, which is definitely on Earth? You can't get to that. I understand why they're doing this. I just don't like it because a Galaxy movie to me should be a Galaxy movie. Don't do Odyssey, don't do Sunshine, don't do any of those other games. You could do that stuff in a different movie. But that's just me. Again, this is where like the eyes are like the most. This is where the eyes stand out the most as being weird.
Everyone calm down.
Toad, pack our things.
Let's go.
See, okay, they have the orange Luma from Galaxy 2. See, okay, so this is a Galaxy enemy. This is from like Battle Rock and like Dreadnought, this enemy right here, like the Goomba type thing with the helmet. Those are the Octo enemies from Galaxy. But yeah, so like this is not literally, but again, it's not literally the casino from Serena Beach. It's not literally that, obviously, but that's clearly where the inspiration comes from. And then yeah, so there's Wart, there's Birdo, firing eggs. I mean, I don't really care about Wart one way or the other, so I don't really have much to say. I mean, it's neat. I mean, he hasn't been in anything since Mario 2, at least in any substantial capacity. This is his first like real appearance in anything substantial since then. So I mean, that's neat. And yeah, we have the ninjas, the ninja, whatever the heck they're called. But we saw this already in like the first trailer, but still. So yeah, there's the Mega Leg fight again. Okay, now I haven't played Wonder. I've said that a couple of times, but the reason but like this part right here, hold on, let me zoom in again. Man, I really wish this trailer was 4K because I don't know if you can see this on like my stream because it's obviously also compressed, but like you see all this blocking? Look at all these blocks. Like, oh yeah, look at this. Look at that blocking. Look at that JPEG crustiness. Like, I know it's not literally JPEG, but you know what I mean? Like, this could look so much better if the trailer was 4K, right? Like, all their other stuff is 4K now, at least stuff that's on the Switch too, so I don't know why. Like regardless of the internal resolution of the game itself, the upload on YouTube is 4K, and it looks way better because of it, right? But then you can see all these blocking and compression artifacts, and it's like, that would be much improved if this was actually a 4K trailer, but I guess they don't want to do 4K. Okay, now again, I haven't played Wonder, so this could just be something taken from the Wonder fight. This could just be something taken from Wonder. I haven't played Wonder yet. I'm going to, because I have Wonder, I've said this before, I've had Wonder sitting on my desk for a few years now, but I've been deliberately waiting for a Switch 2. I was waiting for like a Switch 2 upgrade of some kind, and of course the Switch 2 edition is going to be coming out later this month, and once that happens, then I'll finally, I'll get the upgrade pack, and I'll finally get around to playing it, but having not played Wonder, this feels like a Sunshine reference, like, you know, with the goop, like the piranha goop monster. But I don't actually know if that's a Sunshine reference or not because it's purple. So it might be a Wonder thing. But again, I haven't played Wonder yet, so I don't actually know if that is a Sunshine reference or if that's something that's in Wonder. Yeah, the penguin. The penguin from Mario Wii, I think that's neat. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is probably like New Super Mario Bros. The original on the DS is my favorite of the New Super Mario Bros. Games, but Wii is a close second. Wii is a very nostalgic game, so I think it's cool that they have the penguin from Wii. But then yeah, we saw this Okay, this is probably the most substantial Galaxy bit in the trailer that aside from the opening. This is clearly intended to be, you know, Freeze Flame Galaxy from Galaxy 1, right? This planet right here that they just flew through. Again, I kind of wish we got more, but I guess we're gonna have to wait until the movie comes out to really get to see it.
Hello, maggots.
So yeah, I guess that's kind of that, I guess.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
I could go through the trailer one more time, but I guess we can go through it one more time just to be safe. I don't think I really need to. I think we've pretty much said what there is to say about it. But just for the sake of thoroughness, we're gonna go through this a lot quicker though this time. I'm just gonna be like, is there any little thing I could have possibly forgotten?
There's a huge universe out there.
I don't think there is. Yeah, there's penguins, candy apple. I don't know. I think I've pretty much covered what there is to say about the trailer, that at least I can notice. But yeah, I would say this is the highlight of the trailer for me, is the fact that, hey, look, they're recreating the opening of the first game. That's definitely nice. And I like that's accurate, too, with, like, the lasers being done in the exact same way. It's the same design for the laser. Like, that's cool.
Everyone out of here. Go, go, go.
But yeah, I don't really have anything else to comment. Again, it's not quite night. It's like a sunset. You can tell, the sun's going down. It's a sunset, but it's not quite at night. It's not quite at night though. So that's a small complaint. It's a minor complaint. But what are you gonna do? At least they're recreating it. I guess that's really all I can ask for at this point. I will say this now since I did not do a reaction, to the second trailer, I haven't really had a chance to comment on Yoshi. Yoshi looks a little weird to me. I mean, he looks like Yoshi, obviously, but like he does look different, I'd say, like, maybe not as different as, like, Mario and Luigi look different, but, like, he doesn't look 100% normal. His proportions, I think it's mainly in his face that, like, looks just ever so slightly off to me. Again, it's not a big deal or anything, it's just something to point out. But, yeah. Again, not really thrilled about them having to crash back down to Earth fairly quickly. But I get it. We have to go to the Sand Kingdom and all the stuff that's still on Earth before we can actually go to space again for real. Unless what we just saw is from the end of the movie. That's a possibility that I admittedly didn't think of. Now that's a possibility that's a troll, and that scene of them crashing back down to Earth happens at the end of the movie, and they're just showing it now to like fool us into thinking they're going to crash down faster. But the problem is, if that is from the end of the movie when they come back to Earth, then how does Toast Arena and any of the other stuff happen? Unless that happens before the Star Festival. Which is possible, but I don't know. My gut feeling is that we're gonna have the Star Festival. They're gonna go up in the air. They're gonna fight Bowser Jr. They're gonna come back down. They're gonna go to Toast Arena and whatever else happens on Earth, and then they're gonna go back to space again, but for real this time. And then they'll come back. So basically, they're gonna come back to Earth twice. But I could be wrong. Maybe the trailer is faking us out. Maybe that's a fake out, and that actually happens at the very end, and the Toast Arena stuff is gonna happen before the Star Festival. But I don't know. I don't really have any comment to make on the Bowser scene here. I really don't have anything to say.
The Bowser name shall be feared once more. Oh no!
Again, Bowser Jr. sounds like not quite how I would imagine, but I don't know.
Everyone calm down.
Toad, pack our things.
Let's go. Oh, princess, you're going to regret that.
Now, I believe later on when Miyamoto was like, "Oh, here's the cast for Wart," I believe I heard him say, well, we're gonna listen to what Miyamoto said again after this, but I swear I heard him say that like Wart is like he's in Honey Hive, and the casino's in Honey Hive, but maybe I missed that. Maybe I misheard that. I don't know. We're gonna listen to what he said again after this to be 100% certain, but. Yeah, I think I pretty much said what I need to say about it. Better trailer than I think the last one, I would say. But again, I feel like we should see more of it. But they showed enough of it that I'm not too annoyed.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Because the second trailer had like barely any Galaxy in it, at least from what I remember. This one had at least like 2 to 3 substantial scenes of Galaxy stuff in it, even if I wanted them to show more.
Is Mario Day.
So yeah, we'll rewatch this last portion, and then I think we'll call it. I think I've pretty much said what I need to say.
Thank you for supporting Mario and Friends. And thanks so much to the cast as well. What did you think of the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? And what
It was alright trailer, I suppose. I mean, I think the final trailer for the last movie was better.
A lot of nostalgic characters also make an appearance, so we hope you go to the
But to
theater
be fair, I'm biased because,
since September
see,
of
like,
last year.
because like here's my whole thing, right? If this movie wasn't called the Galaxy movie, I would be more kind to it. The whole problem is the expectation of them calling it the Galaxy movie. If this was just the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, like the movie itself is exactly the same, but they just called it Mario Movie 2 or the Mario World movie or whatever, I'd be totally fine with it. But because they call it the Galaxy movie, I'm like, okay, if this is not 75% Galaxy, you have no right calling it that. And maybe the movie will be 75% Galaxy. I think it's going to be more like 50%, if I'm being honest. I think it's going to be like 50% Odyssey and whatever other stuff, and then it'll be 50% Galaxy. I'm sure there'll be enough emphasis on Galaxy stuff in the movie that, like, I'll feel like it earns the right to call it that, but the trailers, at least for me, have not done a good enough job at, like, selling me on them calling it the Galaxy movie. The movie itself looks fine. It's just the fact that, like, they're calling it the Galaxy movie. If they didn't call it that, I wouldn't be as, like, critical of it as I am, I guess, is what I'm trying to get across. But, anyway.
We've been undertaking various initiatives for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. This movie will be the centerpiece of the anniversary. We hope you enjoy Mario and Friends' new adventure on the big screen. Okay, I'll hand things back over to the cast members.
Happy Mario Day, everybody. I just watched the finished movie in its final stages. I need you to hear this.
So, apparently, I got an email here saying that apparently at some point the stream was interrupted from some kind of copyright thing. I don't know if that's still in place or not. Maybe the stream came back. So if you're watching this after the fact, and for some reason, like the stream cuts out or something, like the video like cuts out at some point and it comes back, then that's not me, that's YouTube. But as far as I can tell, it's fine right now. And for what it's worth, I can always re-upload this after the fact if I really need to. I don't think I'm gonna have to, but like I'll check the VOD after this is over to make sure everything is fine. If there's a problem, I'll like re-upload it as its own thing, probably.
This is a huge moment for me.
I don't know, we'll see.
I watch these. I play all of these games my entire life. Super Mario Galaxy is one.
You wanna know what's funny? Brie Larson looks kind of different. I think it's the hair. I don't know. Like, you could tell it's Brie Larson, obviously. I could tell immediately when she showed up at the very beginning of the stream. But, like, for some reason, she just looks different to me. Same with Chris Pratt. Like, has it just been that long since Endgame? Right? Has it just been that long since Endgame that both of them look, like, different? I mean, obviously, Brie Larson has blonde hair in Endgame and Captain Marvel, obviously. But my point is, like, I'm surprised they look this different, considering that's only been, like, actually, it's been 6. Actually, not even. I think it's almost 7 years. Yeah, 2019, 2026, April. Yeah. It's been longer than I'd probably like to admit, but I don't know. But anyway, moving on.
Favorite game. So getting to play Rosalina has been incredibly.
I don't know. I don't really have an issue with her being Rosalina. She sounds fine. Look, Captain Marvel's not my favorite character either, but like, I don't really hold any of that against her. That's just the writing of the character being not great. Although, funny enough, and I have said this before, I think that her performance has actually slightly improved with every movie she's been in. She's definitely like the worst in the original Captain Marvel, and then she's slightly better in Endgame, slightly better in like the Shang-Chi post-credit scene, and then she's better again in the Marvels. Like, funny enough, like I know that like the Marvels bombed and no one saw it. I actually didn't have an issue with her in that movie. I thought she was fine in the Marvels, funny enough. God, it's I was gonna say Kamala, and that is her name, or no, Kamala. That's her name. Really, is how you say it, right? Oh God, it's so weird. Whenever I hear the word Kamala now, I think of a different Kamala, the other Kamala people know, like not the Marvel character. It's so weird now. I can't say the word Kamala without thinking about that Kamala and not Kamala Khan or oh my God, I'm throwing myself for a loop right now. No, the Kamala the politician is Kamala, but Kamala Khan is Kamala. Oh my God! God, I feel like I'm screwing up whatever. We're getting totally sidetracked. Whatever. Ms. Marvel. There, we'll just say Ms. Marvel because that makes it easier and it doesn't break my brain. Because for some reason, saying the word Kamala now breaks my brain because now there's 2 different Kamalas I think of when I hear that name. So let's just say Ms. Marvel, since everyone knows who I'm talking about when I say Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel is the best part of the Marvels for sure, even if her fangirl stuff gets a little over the top sometimes. I get that that's part of her character, but she's definitely the best part of that movie, though, for the 2 people that saw it. But anyways, we're getting distracted. This is about the Mario movie. But yeah, I guess my main point was that yeah, Brie Larson looks a little different. You know, you could tell it's her, but she does look a bit different. Same with Chris Pratt. It's just kind of, I wonder if that's just because it's been so long since Endgame. They're like, you know, I mean, we all age after all. It's just a fact of life. I remember saying the same thing about Masuda, right? Masuda in the Pokemon Presents when we saw him. Because, like, Masuda used to be the face of Pokemon, right? Masuda used to be the face of Pokemon for years. But then he kind of fell into the background after Sword and Shield, so we haven't seen him in years. So when they had him for, like, that Game Boy MP3 thing, like, it was like, whoa, like, I can tell that's him, but, like, whoa, he looks so different. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things that we have to get used to, right? I mean, one of these days, we're gonna have like a direct, and we're gonna have Sakurai sitting on his couch or behind his desk, and he's gonna have gray hair. And it's gonna like be like, whoa, it's so weird. But again, hey, Brie Larson, Chris Pratt, Masuda, whoever it is, again, we all aged, but when it's been like a few years since you've seen one of these people and you see them again, it's like, whoa, they've definitely aged. It was just kind of a whiplash, But anyways, I'm harping on this way too much. Let's get back to the then here's Min, Illumination guy.
Now you've met many of the voices bringing our world to life. And in today's trailer, you heard from the Great Wart, voiced by the acclaimed Luis Guzman.
I don't know who this is. I think I might vaguely, and I mean vague, I might vaguely recognize this name, but I don't know anything he's been in, so I really have no comment on
And
this
there are characters
person.
you haven't met yet, including the imposing ruler of the Honey Hive Galaxy, Honey Queen, voiced by the brilliant.
Again, I have no idea who this is. Don't know anything she's been in, so I have no comment.
Oh, and Yoshi. Since he appeared in our recent trailer, many of you have wondered who's voicing the character. So there is this incredibly talented actor who also happens to be a Nintendo superfan. And I'm excited to share with you today that the voice of Yoshi...
Oh, right, Donald Glover. I was going to be like, who was this again? Oh, yeah, Donald Glover. So, those first two guys they showed for Wart and the Honey Queen, I don't know either of those two people whatsoever. But, of course, everyone has heard of Donald Glover, right? Whether you know him as Troy from Community or you know him as Childish Gambino and This Is America when that was a big thing like years ago. Or whatever, but people know, or Atlanta, like he's done stuff. He's been in big stuff. He's done big stuff. Everyone knows his name. I mean, again, I really don't have any comments overall, but like, hey, they got a big name person for Yoshi, even though he's really not going to be saying much. I mean, is he going to actually speak? Like, is he actually going to say voiced lines, or is it really just going to be Yoshi, and it's Donald Glover doing Yoshi? Because at that point, they could have just got whoever the voice of Yoshi is in the games. They could have just reused those clips at that point. If he's just gonna say Yoshi, you may as well have just reused the clips from the games. But I'm guessing he's actually gonna speak and actually have real lines if they're getting Donald Glover, because I'm sure they had to pay a pretty penny to get him. Like, so,
When you see the film in theaters, some big surprises and some very small. And I want to wish you all a happy Mario Day. And back to you, Miyamoto-san.
Thank you, Chris-san. Next month, the Super Mario Galaxy movie will finally release worldwide. For its release, we're preparing various content for the movie in the smart device app, Nintendo Today. Every day, starting March 10th, when you open the app, you can receive a digital collectible card based on the movie. As it's the 40th anniversary, there are 40 cards total, so try collecting them all.
how are they gonna make 40 cards out of this movie?
If you check in at the theater,
Unless they have like literally every minor enemy that is in the movie. Like, I don't see how they're gonna make that
digital
work.
photo frames. Okay, it won't be long until the movie releases. I hope you'll go to the theater with your family and friends and cheer for Mario's team.
Okay, then that's pretty much it. So yeah, we've pretty much said what we need to say about it. That was a fine enough trailer, I suppose. But I feel like the final trailer for the last movie was better. But I guess they really want to hold that Galaxy stuff close to their chest and not show us too much of it. Until we actually get to see the movie. And I guess in a sense it's a good thing. I know that people over the years have complained about how movie trailers spoil too much. But I don't know. I just can't help but like be like worried about how much of the movie is actually going to be focused on Galaxy stuff. I can't shake it. Like, I'm sure they wouldn't call the movie Galaxy if it wasn't at least like 70% of the movie or something, but like, I don't know. Like, I can't shake it. I can't shake it. You know? I can't shake that feeling for some reason. But I guess we'll just have to see when it comes out. So again, thank you all for watching. Again, I saw there was some copyright thing that happened earlier on, so that may have stopped the stream, at least temporarily, for the live part of it. Hopefully the VOD is good. There's no issues there. If there are issues, I will maybe re-upload it. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. It's probably fine. It's probably fine as is. But if like the stream is significantly chopped up, then I probably basically by default have to re-upload it as its own thing and hope that it doesn't get wrecked again. That's odd though, because I normally don't have copyright issues when I do these reaction streams. Although, to be fair, the last time that was an issue was with the first Mario movie trailers, so... I guess it's the one rare exception, but anyways, again, thank you all for watching, and yeah, so what's next? Well, of course, we have the final part of the Galaxy 2 streams that I want to do sometime this month, of course, once I have enough topics built up that I feel like I can justify what is probably going to be at least a 5-hour stream. Once I have enough topics to cover, then we'll do it. But we will do it by the end of the month for sure. And I mean it like for real this time, right? There's not going to be, you know, me getting sick. There's not going to be another hack. There's not going to be some other thing that derails it. No matter what, we will finish that series by the end of the month. Hopefully sooner than that, but again, it really depends on how many topics I think that there are for me to talk about, because I want to be able to not have any dead space. And I think we did a good job last time around at always having something to talk about, and that stream was a really long stream. That was like 6 hours, 45 minutes, I think. So, and this one will not be that long, because we're only going to be doing 3 galaxies as opposed to 4. Just because there's only the 3 galaxies left for the green stars. So it will be probably around 5 hours. So yeah, I don't know. Point is, I want to get enough topics built up, then we'll do it. But we will do it by the end of the month for sure, so we can finally wrap up that series. And yeah, and beyond that, I personally am in the camp that we're not getting a actual mainline direct until June. I know it's going to sting for a lot of people, but the second we saw that we were getting a partner direct instead of a regular direct, my mind immediately was like, okay, so now no matter what, we're waiting until June. It sucks we have to wait till June. We shouldn't have to wait till June, especially considering how early on in the generation we are, but we're waiting until June. So I suggest you all get comfy and put your minds at ease and focus on other things in the meantime, right? I suggest you think about and focus on other things and just kind of let the direct stuff sit on the back burner for a few months. Do other things. Don't think about it. Don't stress yourself out over it too much. I don't really do that too much these days. I mean, 10, 11 years ago, it was a far, far, far bigger deal when we didn't get a direct, but now, if we gotta wait a few months, we gotta wait a few months. It sucks, obviously, but, there are other things to do, other things to focus on, other things to put my energy into in the meantime. So, I'll live. Besides, I still got plenty of games I still need to play. So it's not like I'm dying for new games anyway, when I still have like 5 or 6 major games I still need to play that I've been putting off playing for way too long. However, for what it's worth, I'm gonna finally start playing FF7 Rebirth soon, because I'm getting a new DualSense controller, because my current one, it like drifts. I've been meaning to replace it for like years at this point. So I'm gonna finally get a new controller, and then once that happens, I'm finally gonna play through Rebirth as well as Crisis Core Reunion. I'm not gonna stream any of that, to be clear, but I'm just gonna be playing those games on my own. But that's so overdue, especially as we are approaching, FF7 Part 3 being announced, hopefully sometime this year, for release next year in 2027 for the 30th anniversary of FF7. But that's a whole other discussion for another time. Anyways, thank you all once again. And with that being said, this is Logan59XP, and I'll see you guys next time.